Death, humanity's greatest mystery. For thousands of years, philosophers, priests, and scientists have questioned what it really means, and whether it could ever be reversed. In the early 20th century, one man dared to take that question further than anyone else. His name was Robert E. Cornish, and his work became known as one of the most controversial chapters in medical history. The Lazarus Experiment. In 1930s America, science was advancing at an incredible pace. Electricity, psychology, and medicine were all transforming the modern world. But Cornish set his eyes on a challenge unlike any other. Can the dead be brought back to life? His answer was a bold and unsettling experiment. Cornish designed a special apparatus, a tilting board, where a newly deceased body would be strapped in. The body was then rocked violently back and forth, mimicking the pumping motion of the heart to stimulate circulation. At the same time, adrenaline and oxygen-carrying chemicals were injected into the bloodstream. The goal was simple, yet terrifying: restart the body and awaken life once more. Cornish first tested his idea on animals. Dogs were declared dead, then placed on the board and subjected to his procedure. And to the astonishment of many, some of them came back. They began to breathe. Their hearts started beating again. Eyes flickered open. But the revival was incomplete. The animals were never quite the same. They displayed neurological damage, sluggish movements, and impaired behavior. It was life, but not the life that had been lost. News of the experiments spread quickly. Scientist conquers death. Headlines read across America. Robert Cornish was thrust into the spotlight. But while the public was fascinated, the scientific community was divided. Some praised him as a pioneer. Others condemned his work as reckless, unethical, and dangerous. In the 1940s, Cornish made his most shocking proposal. He requested permission to test his experiment on a human subject. Specifically, a condemned prisoner about to be executed. The plan was extraordinary. Moments after the prisoner's hanging, Cornish would attempt to bring him back to life. The idea sparked outrage. Lawyers questioned the legality. If revived, would the man's sentence be considered served, or would he face execution again? Religious leaders called it blasphemy, an act of defiance against God. In the end, the authorities refused. The Lazarus experiment would never cross into human trials. After years of controversy, Cornish's career collapsed. He lost funding. His research was dismissed, and his reputation faded. He died largely forgotten, his experiments buried under the weight of scandal. Yet his work still lingers as one of the strangest attempts in scientific history, a reminder of how far humanity might go to challenge the natural order, and how dangerous that pursuit can be. Robert Cornish and the Lazarus Experiment, a story that sits at the edge of science and morality. Modern medicine can now restart stopped hearts with CPR and but Cornish's question remains as powerful as ever. Can the truly dead ever be brought back to life? Or is death the one frontier science will never cross? If this story fascinated you, remember, science is not only about progress, but also about the shadows it casts. What other forgotten experiments are still hidden in the dark? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mysterious journeys into the unknown. Live with curiosity. Stay with knowledge.